people were like asking why isn't there any Japanese on the new EP. The main reason for that would be it's just an event album. You know, restaurant job's been kicking my ass recently. I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's great. I love the guests that we get to serve. It's wonderful. They're super nice. You get some motherfuckers here and there. It's rough. So here goes my AP. The first song I actually wrote a long time ago. I wrote it basically more towards the beginning of my new job, where I was kind of like trying to figure out like how things were working, I guess, how the new job worked and that kind of thing. It's rough. So the first song on the EP, kind of like a startup track, kind of getting used to what it's like to kind of have a bunch of eyes on your shit when you're somebody that was just like an underground nobody. Track number 2 is the vent track. It's the hardest hitting one, I would say. This says a lot of things that a lot of creators are thinking about. No, this isn't just famous, quote unquote, famous people. Has nothing to do with that. Anyone who makes things and has their eyes in their shit and gets people being, this is shit, you're garbage, you're an idiot, kill yourself. Yeah, anything like that. Like, even if you have 5 fucking viewers, everybody's like, the 3 people that are chatting are having a great time, and then one idiot comes and is like, fucking kill yourself, haha, idiot. Sucks. Fucking sucks. And like, people expect you to be professional and pretend like it doesn't suck. Bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, honestly. Idiotic. Like, you can ignore it and be a professional, and that's like the way. And there are people that can ignore it. There are people who can't fucking ignore it and bash their head against the wall every day and tweet rampantly every day maniacally. They can't hold it in. And there are people like me who are in the middle, who are trying to figure it out, right? It's rough. Like, it's not easy shit. I'm sick of pretending like it's easy to manage, because it's fucking not. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's no big deal. I'm so cool. I'm so above it all. I don't have feelings. I don't have emotions. I just sit here and do my job. Being famous every day. Look at me. Just sit here and do my job every day. Fuck that shit. Fuck it. Fuck it. Like, actually, fuck that shit. Fucking human beings that have feelings. Anyone who creates shit and gets hate on has fucking feelings. And like, you're allowed to say whatever the fuck you want. Hell, I was like that back in the day. Just go wherever I could and just talk shit about people. That's why I said karma hit me. Karma hit me smack in the face, because I was like that. Anyone I didn't like on Twitter, elsewhere, would just talk the stupidest bullshit. And here I am now. In a way, I can't even be upset about it, because that's what happens. That's what happens, man. It's gonna happen to you. And you know what? I deserve it. I deserve it. For the asshole that I was. So that's track 2. Kind of frustrating, but that's the truth of it. Back in the day. Honestly, I don't care if you're someone that has like 20k concurrent viewers or 5 concurrent viewers. If you're dealing with like creator stress, like, fuck yeah, dude. A lot of us do. It's normal. You shouldn't be held up to some godly standard. It's bullshit, but that's people for you. It's just how it is. It's fine. You try to grow from it. I've tried to grow, but I've hit a point where it got to a point where I just really want to play games with my friends more than anything in the world, and like just try to find a way to enjoy what I'm doing, you know, like block out the noise, but I can't. So I think it's okay to acknowledge that you're not a perfect human being. You try to be professional, but it's okay to slip up every once in a while. The freak out is track 2. We all know that. Track 3 is the coming down from the freaking out. You calm down a little bit. You start to be introspective. You start to kind of break down a little bit, but not in like an explosive way. It's like a slow come down where you kind of like sit back for a minute and like take it all in and like do a lot of introspection. It's a lot slower. I think track 3 is the best. A lot of people have been saying track 3 is their favorite. I'm glad you think so, because I thought it was... In the beginning, I thought it was the weakest, but I'm happy that you guys are like feeling it. That makes me really happy. Thank you. That's the come down track. And then track 4 is when things start to come together. Everything that we've gotten from tracks 1, 2, and 3 kind of compile together, and we get the solution, which is to move onward. It's basically the love letter to You're an Ace Kid, and that it's another song about moving onward, moving forward, onward and upward, but it's a little bit less dreamlike and optimistic, but it's got a realistic take to it. It's from the perspective of somebody that's seen more and been through more than You're an Ace Kid. For the longest time, I thought that being a successful creator meant you get this, you get this, you get this, and then you're happy forever. That was what I thought being somebody that had nothing to somebody that suddenly became explosively successful. And then when I got those things, but I like looked at them and was like, I mean, the problems that I had with things like money are gone, but like, why do I want to bash my head against a wall every night? I think it's totally, completely valid to look at someone like me and be like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, you're doing really well. Like, just shut up. And I understand where you're coming from, and in a sense, I agree with you. But I don't know why it hurt me so much. Actually, I do know why. That's bullshit. I do know why. Because when you have so many eyes on your stuff, you kind of like start to lose sense of yourself, you know? I completely understand those that may look at like people like me and say, oh, you've got everything you want, be happy. But at the same time, let's take a step back And remember also that I share, like, I've said this before. I share 10% of myself with you guys. There's like a 90% of myself that people don't like really see. And success to people looks a very certain way. But when you get there, it's not always exactly what you dreamed. And it's not always perfect. I know that it's really hard to like, see that I sound like such a bitch. I don't even want to be here saying this because me from the past be like, shut the fuck up, you idiot. But I was sad for like a long time and I felt bad for being sad because I was doing well, but I was still sad. It felt like such bullshit, you know? Like such BS that I felt sad, but I was doing well. And it made me hate myself more. Do you get what I'm saying? As someone who used to talk shit about people who were doing well but hated themselves on the internet back in the day, I was one of those people. I was one of those people on the internet talking all the shit that I could on my Dorito dusted keyboard. This bitch better shut the fuck up because she's doing so well and blah, 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 blah. Like I knew anything about that person and here I am now. Success does not equal happiness. Exactly. You in the chat, correct. But as a friend of mine once said, everyone's happiness looks different. That's the truth. I'm not here to sit in front of you all and be like, oh, woe is me. Like, I'm so sad that I'm doing so well. It's not about that. It's about having a sense of clarity with you guys that things may be going well for me. And I'll be transparent with you. There are problems that disappeared from my life. They're gone because of like the new endeavors that I've taken. That is 100% for real, for real. I will be honest with you. But that doesn't make some of the sadnesses disappear. And for those of you that are also looking to pursue your own dreams, what I would like to tell you is something that I wish I could have told myself back in the day, is that after you do a lot of things that you want to do, maybe you are financially stable, maybe you find a person that you like, maybe you find a dream or accomplish a dream that you've always wanted to, it doesn't make all the sadnesses of life go away. And that was what I thought would happen, and it didn't happen. And this EP is me coming to terms with that, is what I'm trying to say. However, with the creation of track 4 and with the EP all come together, what I would like to do is shut up and get happy. The name of the EP is what I would like to do in a way that isn't like forcibly shutting my mouth, but searching for my own treasures. So in track 4, you guys get the whole picture of the road isn't loaded with silver and gold, with these material things that you thought you could get from like being successful, being famous, etc. It's the treasure that you make for you. It's the things that you look at and say, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for this. Fuck, like I made so many friends and like they're my treasures. More than anything, you could take the money away. You could take everything away and I'd have my friends that I made from what I did. And they're the treasures that I made for myself. I know it sounds corny as fuck. You don't need to tell me, I get it. But that's the truth. It's the treasure you make for you. No shit. I look every day outside my window and I'm like, wow, it's a beautiful day outside. I can walk outside and it's brisk. Like the weather is nice. I'm able to go outside and get myself a coffee and a bento box lunch and come home and do what I love for a living. That's my treasure. I'm just gonna be real with you. That is the truth. You are wholesome. I'm glad you think so. I can be a son of a bitch sometimes. You guys will see that once we hang out more often. But this EP was written very much with feelings that I found during my time as like a professional content creator and also a waitress. So I just wanted to say that to you guys. That's what the EP is. We love you guys. I love you guys, my demons. Thank you.